There's a lot of other things happening with your government that they don't tell you, that they're going to have to reveal to you pretty soon, because they've lost control over the nations that they did control through petroleum. One nation is China. One thing your government fears more than anything else is to march 6 billion people in any direction. We learned that in Korea. The Chinese did not ride to Korea in trucks, they marched. Just like in World War II, they moved their factories and their machinery and everything to the mountains to get away from the Japanese, put them all back together and successfully sustain themselves throughout the war. One thing China can do now that it never could do before, that's feed itself. Give whoever you want to credit, but communism brought something to China that no other regime ever did. And that was they were able to feed their own people. And they can feed their people now. So what force do we have to bear against China? None. So that's the reason our government fears China more than they fear any other government. And China don't listen to us. And China don't run on petroleum. They don't need it. They can feed 6 billion people without the internal combustion engine, then that's something the rest of the world hasn't been able to do. We're willing to let, in certain parts of the world, millions of people to die. This is your government policy now. We will accept millions of deaths through starvation. And we won't do no more than is just necessary to keep our position in the world. Now that's all right for the rest of the world now, okay? The light has gone out over Africa. We no longer care about Africa. You will not see any troops, our troops, going to Africa except just for show. We will not go over there and start feeding anybody or showing them how to feed themselves. You'll see that policy come to the public attention before the first of the next century. But you can even look at it today. We go in with a little show of force, just enough to get the world, try to satisfy our people and the people here in this country that, you know, are conscious of the fact that we should do something. And then when that is, so as soon as we kill somebody, we're ready to come home. So we did our part. People still starve. Now, Harold and Pat, Paul, and a lot of you, the groups you belong to and everything, know a lot more about that than I do. What I'm going to tell you about is some personal experience. They're masters at doing it. We learned how to do that in Korea. We learned from the Chinese. Okay, brainwashing. It's very simple now. You don't have to do anything. You go get shots. We get more shots than any country in the world. All you have to do is have the right thing put in by any doctor, especially in the military. You got to go all the time. Oh, we're going to do a tetanus shot. Well, maybe it's not a tetanus shot. And maybe you go to your civilian doctor. Well, I'm depressed. You know, I need a shot. Well, maybe you get what you think you're getting, and maybe you don't. In the future, you probably won't get what you think you're getting. Okay? Now to the near. That's not new. You think that's new? That's not new. In the Hopi religion, in the year of 2873, the pale blonde one came and taught the shaman, the priest of the Hopi tribe, these same things. And if you read a book on the Hopi religion, you'll find that there. If you read the Ramtha book, you will find it there. If you read the ancient Indo-upslates, you will find it there. So it is not a new concept. It's not nothing new. Now I want you to ask yourself, what I've told you so far, is it going to make any difference in your life tomorrow? Now, Harold, Paul, Pat, they can tell you things about your government, but you better wake up and you better change, get interested in changing your life tomorrow. Well, if you study, you can find out Townsend Brown, Telstor, men like that, Meyer, who Meyer family became multimillionaires in secret because they couldn't say what he was developing. So we got a lot of his laboratory stuff, writings and so forth. So we were working on that. The Russians was working on that. Germans, they was a little ahead of us on that. You know, that we went in and got all the rocket science, von Braun, so on and so forth. We had another project where we sent the men in to get the engineers